A guru loves nothing more than an acronym to make them feel high and mighty, which might be one reason why CTR is getting so much buzz. What is CTR? Why does it matter? And what should you really be obsessing over when it comes to growing your Amazon business? Let's get to the bottom of all of these questions right now. CTR stands for click-through rate. In other words, it's a percentage that's calculated based on how many people see your product listing on the search results page versus how many actually click through into your listing. So in an ideal world, the more people that are clicking into your listing, the more traffic that you're sending, the more potential customers, and ideally more sales. But as with everything, it's never that straightforward. Technically speaking, the higher, the better. But as with everything, there's a whole lot of nuance. And we know how much gurus avoid and fear nuance above all else, like the wicked witch to a bucket of water. Your CTR is influenced by a variety of factors, everything from how highly you rank in the search results page to your main image, your title, your price, whether you have any coupons, how quickly you can deliver, your reviews, badges, whether you're Prime eligible, and whatever Amazon might be testing on any given day of the week. So to continue along with my childhood story references, let's think of CTR as a bit of a Goldilocks and the Three Bears situation. A very high CTR in a very small pool. So technically speaking, when you look at the number, it looks amazing, it's great, it's fantastic. But when you look at the amount of impressions that you're actually getting, you realize that there's a very limited amount of potential traffic to win over to begin with. So if you can't figure out how to be shown to more potential customers, then that high CTR is really not going to help you grow the business in the way that you need to. You can also have a high CTR and a very low conversion rate, meaning that you are getting a lot of people to click into your listing, but very few are actually purchasing. In this case, this can be very detrimental, not only to your future performance, because things like how many people are choosing to buy your product influence how well you rank, and how well you rank may have one of the most profound impacts of all on whether people are actually clicking into your listing to begin with. So it's all this cycle, but I'm getting ahead of myself. We'll go a bit in depth with that whole topic in a moment. So if you're thinking about high CTR, but a low conversion rate, then your funnel, it has lots of leaks. You're catching customers into a leaky bucket, and most of them are falling out, never to actually turn into paying customers, missing out on that opportunity, not only to excite and delight them, to garner potential new positive reviews, also missing out on that word of mouth marketing, those referrals, that UGC, all of that potential for really being able to grow your business into the future is lost with a poor conversion rate. And then we have the situation where we have a high CTR, a high click-through rate, and a high conversion rate. And this is the sweet spot. This is what we are after. We really need both pieces. So if you haven't caught on by now, in many ways, this CTR question is another way of approaching the topic of traffic and conversions, just through a different, more targeted and focused lens. But as I was mentioning a moment ago, it goes deeper than that, because a high conversion rate can over time begin to influence a higher click-through rate. How does it do this? Through a variety of methods. One is the more people that are buying your product and assuming they're happy with it because you're doing a good job of honestly marketing your product, then that opens you up to more reviews, which we know is very important. The way that the Amazon algorithm works, they're also wanting to surface products that are going to be quick and easy buys for potential customers. And so if they see that a product is generating lots of conversions and happy customers, then that item is going to rise up in the ranks and get served to more potential customers. We also have elements of the badges that Amazon is always testing out. Everything from frequently returned to top rated. These badges can really strongly work in your favor or conversely turn lots of customers away. So these types of badges, if you are able to attract the right kind, can really give your business that boost that could help it start soaring. So often when we're talking about CTR, when we're talking about click-through rate, it's this obsession over getting more traffic, more eyeballs. It's those vanity metrics like views and subscribers and followers and all of those details, which none of those really matter if you're not driving sales. It's sort of like back in the early 2000s when Abercrombie would have a very good looking person standing outside of the store beckoning people in. But imagine that there's one Abercrombie and they have that attractive model. However, when customers are getting into the store, everything is in disarray. Nothing is where it should be. Things are folded and messy and all over the place. There isn't an employee in sight to ask questions or to be able to get into the fitting room. So they're able, with an attractive placement, with a great looking main image and a persuasive title, to get people into the store. However, if they haven't taken the time to get everything in order, to organize the store in a way that's going to elicit a certain feeling and give the customer a certain experience, then none of that really matters because the customer is just going to immediately turn around and walk out. Not only that, but maybe with a bad taste in their mouths. So just to reiterate, your CTR is about more than just the search results page. One of the biggest problems with the conversation around CTR right now is that it is treating it as a very simplistic concept. That if you just make a few tweaks, if you employ some hacks, then effortlessly you are guaranteed to rise up in the ranks and then suddenly just be raking in the sales. However, your CTR is about much more than what's shown on the search results page because Amazon uses things like relevancy and buyer behavior to determine whether and where to even display your product listing to begin with. So you could be doing all of the hacks, but if Amazon doesn't recognize your product as relevant to the customers that you're trying to get in front of, then all of that effort is for nothing. In addition, as we've already discussed, if you are not making sure to convert the right customers, then your listing is not going to rank well. And once more, those CTR hacks are going to be a waste of time and effort. And lastly, but by no means less important, we are in the process of moving into a post search results page world. We are moving into the land of AI shopping assistants and a space where customers are discovering and choosing products in completely different ways that oftentimes totally bypass the search results page to begin with. So if that's the case, then all of those hacks that you're doing to try to win over customers on the search results page, it doesn't matter because many of those efforts are going to be obsolete when people are just using Rufus or Perplexity or Buy For Me or Amazon Interests or any of these other number of AI tools, both in the Amazon marketplace and also beyond with other AI tools. You need to make sure that you are up to date, that you are doing what you need to do, and that you are prepared for the way that search is fundamentally changing. So as you're beginning to recognize, CTR is really just one small piece of a much bigger equation, and putting all of your eggs in that CTR basket could be drastically reducing your likelihood of unlocking the success that you're after. All of the ways that consumer behavior is changing is shrinking the impact that these CTR hacks have and making it increasingly less useful as a tool when you're really needing to figure out how to stand out, get noticed, drive sales in this much more complex world that we are entering into. That's why focusing squarely on CTR as the magic bullet that will instantly transform everything may make you very frustrated and waste lots of time and resources along the way. So then the question becomes, what should you be obsessing over instead? I've been dropping little hints all along the way in this video, but conversion is really where it's at. Your conversion rate is the accelerant, the fuel, the area where you should be directing so much of your energy, because once you have your conversion potential dialed in, then you're able to get nitpicky with these CTR hacks and get more advanced and aggressive with your advertising strategy and go big with your influencer relationships and your social media growth and all of these different pieces. But if you don't have your conversion rate locked in, then any of those other efforts are just going to be throwing money, time, and effort down the drain. So once you have that conversion piece figured out, then you absolutely should start obsessing over your CTR. And all of this to say, I am not suggesting that you ignore your main image or you create a crappy title or you go in willy-nilly without a solid pricing strategy. I'm not saying that at all. You want to make sure that all of those details are very important. What I am saying is that without first making sure that you are optimized to convert as many of the right kinds of customers as possible, then you are going to be severely hindering the potential of all of the other traffic driving efforts that you make. And it may even give you poor data, because if you are trying to optimize for CTR, but your conversion rate is not that awesome, you may get unhelpful data because you have failed to first make sure that this area is really dialed in and ready to do the work. And then once it is, those CTR hacks can start to have an immediate impact on your sales. And based on working with over 2,500 Amazon businesses since 2016, my guess is that there is one thing that is killing your conversion potential. Find out what it is and what you can do to fix it by watching the video that should be popping up right now. This is a really important one. I expect to see you over there. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. In the meantime, bye.